Hey there! Today I will be doing my own boss tier ranking video. I know quite literally every single Holland YouTuber made at least one of these, but well, I want to, so I guess I'll do my own. And yeah, we're gonna rank all of these bad guys and girls, and yeah, I would say let's begin with the first boss. And the first boss in the game apparently is Broken Vessel, but okay. I would put Broken Vessel probably at, I say a good tier. And for Broken Vessel, he's a decent good tier, perfectly balanced. On my first playthrough, he was pretty hard for me actually. He took me like 15 tries or something to beat. But he was pretty fun beating, and the Monarch Wings were really worth it beating him, so he was pretty fun. Continue with Brooding Moloch. So, it's okay, it's nothing special. He was not too difficult for me, I think, but he wasn't really fun either, so yeah, he's an tier. Brothers Oro and Mato are probably Radiance. They're pretty good. I really like this boss. Like how in the first phase you only fight against one of them, and in the second you fight against both. It's a pretty fun boss, and it's not too hard, but it's also not incredibly easy. Enriched Guardian, meh. It's alright, I have not much to say about it. It's not really hard, it's not really fun either, so... But it scared me a little bit on my first playthrough. Enriched Guardian, that was the Crystal Guardian of the Enriched one. This is the Enriched one now. He was, I probably say, also good or okay. On my first playthrough as well, he killed me a few times because I didn't know he would do double damage, which was pretty sick at that time, that the boss would do 2 masks of damage. He was hard, but he wasn't really more fun than Crystal Guardian, so he stays on the same rank. Tank Defender, he's good. I personally think that he's a pretty decent boss. He's like not super fun and everything, but he's a pretty cool boss. His fight itself isn't hard, but it's also not bad. I think he's a good boss. Elru, I don't know, like I never really could do anything with Elru. He wasn't really fun, and he wasn't hard either, so Zod tier. False Knight, he's a good boss. I definitely had fun beating him on my first playthrough. I first tried him, I think, but he isn't really hard. He's like the easiest boss in the game, so what do you expect? But he was a really fun boss and a good tutorial boss, so he's a good tier. Failed Champion is also a good tier in my opinion. He's just a faster and more dangerous version of the False Knight. But he has his own attacks, you could say, because he's like way faster and you have to think differently from the False Knight. So he's a good boss. I'm not gonna comment here on that one. Galian. I don't really like him. Nothing much to say about him. God Tamer. Yeah, God Tamer is okay. I don't really like God Tamer, but it's also not a bad fight. But I had so much problems with God Tamer for some reason on my first tries. So yeah, it's an okay tier. Gorb. Ascend. Sly is I think it's a Radiance boss as well as Oro and Mato. He's a really good boss. He's not easy. He definitely took me some tries in Pantheon 3, and he was just in general a fun boss. Nothing to say about it. I don't really like his second phase, but it's alright. I think he's a really good boss. It's soaked. What do you expect? Grim. Yeah, and also not much to say about that one. Great boss. Not too hard, but definitely a fun boss. Crossmother is okay. It's an okay boss, it's a tutorial boss, but I think he's Crossmother. I think Failed Champion is more fun than Crossmother as a tutorial boss. His attacks are just a little bit better, so yeah. Hive Knight. Meh. I don't really like Hive Knight. He's a cool boss, but he wasn't really fun. Like, his difficulty is okay, but he wasn't really fun, at least for me. So that's an okay tier. THK, the Hollow Knight. I don't want to put him in trash, but I also can't really put him in good. He's like something in between not a good boss and an okay boss. He was way too easy. Like, actually, Hollow Knight was way too easy. Hornet, I think this is Hornet 1. We're gonna put these two up here. Lost Kin. Pretty good one. Definitely a fun one. He's difficult. At least for me, he is really difficult. But he's really fun too, so not much to say about him. We're gonna put these two in an, you know, best tier if there is. Mantises are a super fun boss. There's not much to say about it. I just really like the boss fight. Markov. Marmoon. No thank you. I'm not into these two bosses. Markov in his Ascent Arena is the biggest pain in Hollow Knight. And Marmoon is... it's just not fun. They aren't fun. Massive Moss Charger. Mantis tier. Painmaster Shio. I think he's above Oran Matt, but he isn't incredible. Can I please put him? Thank you. Paintmaster Shio is a fun boss, and he's a difficult one. At least for me, he was always a pretty difficult boss. I don't know why exactly, but he's definitely super fun. And yeah, I just think he has way too bad health. He has like no health at all. Nightmare King Grim up here. Mantis, best boss in the game. I absolutely love Nightmare King Grim, his boss fight. It's really good. It's just super fun. It's fair. It's incredibly difficult, but it's completely fair. So definitely in Mantis tier. No Eyes. I actually like No Eyes. she has a pretty good fight. I like her like that, she's like so spooky and stuff. It's a pretty good boss. Nosk. Oh god, he got me real bad on my first playthrough. When I reached the Nosk arena, he actually like scared the crap out of me. So it was pretty cool. And by that time I found Nosk, I didn't know about the spot, so that made the fight a little bit more difficult for me. So I'd say he's a decent good tier. Of wobbles. No. Just no. I do not know why, but I can't do the wobbles. I absolutely can't. I just completely suck at them. I have like, I'm better off beating 20 primal aspects than beating one of these wobbles that are in their enraged form. I don't know why. They're just complete randomness to me. Pure Vessel. Definitely incredible tier. He's really fun, but he's so freaking hard. Like, he's harder than, for me, Pure Vessel was harder than NKG. This is probably just me, but I really had problems with Pure Vessel. He was super hard. He obviously is still hard, but I think he was for me harder than Nightmare King Grim. But awesome boss, nothing to say about it. Radiance. I'm gonna say this is Radiance and Absolute Radiance because I have around the same opinion on them. Radiance is a pretty good boss. I definitely put this in... Nah, you know what? It's an incredible tier. The Radiance is a really good boss. It has like everything that Hollow Knight does not have. It's really fun, difficult, and just awesome boss. Absolute Radiance, she's fun in the Hall of Gods, but when you reach her in Pantheon 5, you know, you just wanna kill her. Soul Master. I am so tired. Not so tired. Soul Master is just not really a good boss. At least for me. He's okay. I like this cutscene where he came out of the background and everything, but he just isn't really good of a boss for me personally. I didn't really like him, so Hollow Knight tier. Soul Warrior is not even a boss. Like, I do not know why he's a boss in the game. It's a mini boss. That's it. Collector. He's not fun at all, but I like the fights, I guess. So he's an okay tier for me, I think. Because I hate when in his Ascendant form, when he spawns primal aspects and other things that you cannot one-hit if you don't have Pure Nade and Strength on. It's just really painful. His normal form is okay, it's a little bit too easy in my opinion, but he's an okay-ish boss. Trader Lord, I think it's a good one. Trader Lord, I had such problems with Trader Lord on my first playthrough. It, I don't know, destroyed me so hard. Like, I died like 20 times to Trader Lord. But it was a fun boss, like I had fun dying to it. So it's a good tier. But I didn't really like that you had to walk so far to reach her back and to get back to her. So that's like Umu. That's a good boss. I would put it like around the middle. I like the fight in the normal game, but I don't really like the Hall of Gods version. I like the Hall of Gods version because of its difficulty, it's more difficult, but from the fun factor, it's probably the normal version, so it's balanced. Witchfly King, THK, nothing really special. I don't really care about bench flanking. Watcher Knights. I don't know if it's just me, but they are good bosses, but I think they're pretty easy. Like, if you're not like doing a speedrun and doing it with broken nail, no upgrades, nothing, then it's obviously harder, but in general I had never really had problems with the Watcher Knights. But they're fun. They're definitely fun to fight. But no, they're not too easy. But they're definitely not that hard. White Defender, I don't really know where to put him. It's like, I like the fight just as I do with the Dung Defender, but his difficulty is a little bit better, so I probably put him on Radiance tier. Because I like the Dung Defender fight, but it was a little bit too slow, I think, and that's what the White Defender made right again. For example, you can't juggle him infinitely like you could with Dung Defender. He would just at a random time just lunge into the floor and throw poop spikes at you, so yeah, he's a pretty fun boss, and his difficulty is also better than the one of the Dung Defender. I don't like Winged Nosk. I don't know, I just don't like him. Nothing much to say about it. I think he's a little bit, yeah, it's like bench flanking but harder and with blobs. Zero. From difficulty, somewhere around here. Like, I do not know why I have such trouble with him. But, yeah, he's an okay tier. He's not really that fun, but he's incredibly hard for some reason for me. Like, not that bad. On his normal arena, he's like the easiest boss in the game. But on his Ascent arena, I have real trouble with him. I don't know why. So he's an okay tier. Zod. It's just Zod. Like, just get in a dumpster or something. And last and probably least for today, Soul Tyrant. Soul Master, but in a good tier. He made the stuff that the Soul Master did wrong just better. It's just a better boss in general. Definitely liking it. It's a good tier. And yeah, with that, we have our boss list on. That should be it for this episode. If you agree with this tier list, that's fine. If you don't, that's absolutely fine as well. Just comment down below what you personally would change on this tier list, or if you would make it completely different and can have Zod on S tier and NKG on trash. Just comment it down below. And yeah, if you made it here, you're a cool dude. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if you like my content. Leave a like there, and see you next time. Bye!